Hi everybody, it's Miss Judy. It is a totally gloomy, dreary day here in southern Tennessee. Icy conditions, rain. But anyway, what do you do on a gloomy day? Get out all your crafting stuff, make a card, perk up. So what I'm going to do today is share a little card I did this morning using some close to my heart paper, CardZtv stamp, and a cartridge from Cricut called Love You a Latte. For the base, I'm using a craft A2 size card, and then I'm using a piece of Florentine paper. This is an older paper, but you could use any kind of paper that you wanted to, but this is one that I liked. It's double-sided paper, so I'm using the red, then I'm using the other side of the paper for a layer, and then this is the little border that comes across all of our close to my heart papers, and I love using those because it makes it kind of useful. I'm also going to put a little piece of rickrack from close to my heart. They have a spool of, they're in the ribbon rounds, and it's called Zigzag, of course. Z1126. You get a, let me see how much is in here. I'm not sure. You get a nice little roll of the rickrack. And then for my cutout, I'm using a teacup or coffee cup. I'm calling it a coffee cup, from the Love You a Latte Cricut Light cartridge. I used, there's 3 different cuts: the base, the handle, and then the little decorative part of the teacup. So I used the decorative part. For the decorative part of the teacup, I used this paper right here. Then I'm going to do a little tag up at the top that says, "Thanks, a latte." I still have some thank you notes I need to put out, so let's get this put together. Won't take very long. I cut the teacup out at 3.0. I've already put this together. Oops, gotta stretch over here, guys, sorry. Get my big gun and get this put down. So I hope some of you all are having sunshine today. It certainly is a gloomy day in Tennessee. Oops, already forgot something. A little piece of rickrack. I'll let it go all the way across because I have plenty. And I'll just let that kind of hang out. And be across there. And that will work. I feel like I'm talking to myself, which I am. But I'm also talking to all of you all. Like I said, gloomy days make me do strange things. Not too strange. This is what I love to do, or enjoy doing. So, this is ready to go on the card base. And what I did on the inside was just take a piece of scrap, 2 pieces of scrap, and put that on the inside. Now let's put our teacup on, and what I'm going to do is actually put the teacup, or coffee cup, I guess lattes are tea also, I'm going to put that on a couple of pieces of foam tape, so it will have a little dimension. Doesn't have to have a lot. And I still am striving to be sure that the cards that I'm making, that I will be using to mail, I want them to be able to fit in with the regular stamp. So that's going there, and then I'll put my banner on a couple of dimensionals, and almost through. I have a few little finishing touches. That goes up there. I needed some little pop of color, so I'm going to put a couple of little stones up here on the top. And I think I'll have room to put 2 2, and then 1 hanging right in there. There. Also, one more thing, I'm going to take my stickles and I'm going to use some stickles and just kind of give it an illusion of the steam coming up off of the coffee cup and curl around a little bit. I bet you all can hear the rain out my window, but we need rain, that's fine. So here's my card for today, using CardZtv stamp, the Love You a Latte Cricut cartridge, and some papers from Close to My Heart. And I wanted to tell you about my giveaway one more time. It's the Claire new Workshop on the Go kit. You get the papers, the guide, you get a stamp set that goes with the workshop. It's called the Scrapbooking Workshop on the Go, which has got some really cute stamps in there. Also, I'm putting in another new item, which is, I think, one of the cutest stamps I've seen from Close to My Heart. Paper doll, Everyday Life. And it is so cute. I can just see using this paper with the stamp set. So that's brand new. Another thing that's brand new is our new textiles. It's 24 by 12 pieces of fabric that you can use with your scrapbooking. This is called the Chantilly collection. There's a black and white collection also, and I ordered the black and white for myself. Of course, I had to try it, and I experimented yesterday and worked on a paper flower using the textile, and what I did was I used some heat and bond on the piece of fabric, and then I laid it on my Cricut mat, and I cut my flower from the Art Philosophy cartridge, I believe. Yeah, and I cut it at 4.25, which I wanted to make it kind of large, and then I pulled it off the mat, and it left the paper from the heat and bond on the mat, which is fine, and then I just twisted it up and shaped it into a flower, and I think it's really pretty. You could ink some on the edges, you could do all kinds of things. You could add centers, you can put a little glitter around. I was even thinking of, and I believe, of taking my stickles on this one with the black and white and just putting a little bit of stickle trim around randomly, because I think that would add a little something to, of course it would depend on what you're going to be doing with your creations, but I think that adds just a nice little glimmery effect. You could use glitter, of course, but I'm just going to demonstrate using the stickles because I do have a project in mind. I'll put more on later, but that looks so pretty. So this is the sample from the textile that we have now, 2 packages, the pastel ones, and then this one has 3 pieces of black and white, white polka dot that I'm anxious to get into, and one with sentiments, words on it, and then this kind of a paisley type. So that's what I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me. I love talking to all of you, and I love talking to myself. If you're interested in catalogs at any time, please let me know. Just send me an email. I'll send you a catalog. Be happy to, because the new catalog has some great stuff in it. So thanks for coming by today, and have a great day. Ta-ta!